Hi, today we're talking about why you don't want your website visitors to spend too much time thinking. What do we mean by not thinking too much on the website?
Well, I take Truman for a walk every single day. And when I'm out there walking, the first thing that happens is that Truman goes nose to the ground. He's got a scent. And he is on that scent like a fiend. Right up to the point, maybe it's a block away, maybe it's 2 blocks away, but suddenly he comes upon something that changes his mind. He thinks. He hears a motorcycle, he hears a runner, he hears the garbage truck.
It's a distraction, just like on the website.
Right. The same thing happens on a website. A person types in a search term, they find your website, and then they get to the home page, and they're going along, everything's fine, they have the scent, and suddenly something happens. They're thinking. And at the point that they're thinking, they've lost the mood. They've lost the scent. So what do you do about this? Well, the first thing is you don't want them to think on your home page. So if you come to a website and it kind of looks like it's a garage sale, you're making them think.
Or like a Middle Eastern bazaar where everybody is shouting, "Buy from me," this just gets the visitor stopped, thinking, confused, and you run a great risk that they're going to leave.
So, when you come to the home page, you don't want it to be too busy. You don't want it to be a bazaar so they can't figure out what they're doing or too many choices for them to choose from. You want them to have a very simple line of, I came here, this is what this is all about, and this is where I go next. The next is we don't want them to think about words. Use expected words or the usual terms, not something that's unusual. It's very, very tempting to be creative. You want to differentiate yourself. You want to be different. But, for example, we just put some users onto a website, and instead of saying contact us, the term that they used was talk to us. And the users were saying, does this mean live chat? Does it mean that I'm supposed to be calling them? I want to find the email.
Did it mean that if I click on that, I'm ringing somebody's telephone?
That's right. So use the usual terms. The other place you don't want people to get stuck and start thinking is in your cart. We see with the new way that carts have been put together that there's a little box, usually up in the upper right hand corner, that's the add to cart box. So that when people add something to their cart, they're no longer taken to the shopping cart page. That information is put into that little box. Well, what happens if that box is not obvious is they add it to the cart, they don't think anything happened. And then they say, I guess that didn't work. Add something again. I guess I did it wrong. Add something again. Is there something wrong with your machine?
I just went through that. I knew it was there somewhere, but I didn't remember it, so I clicked a couple times on add to cart. Then I started looking for it, and I found it buried up in some corner, buried among some text and stuff, so that you really had to figure out that it was there.
So we have a saying that goes, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your eyes. And what we mean by this is, when you look at a website that you've never seen before, the places that you get stuck on it are obvious. But on your own website, you look at it every day. You don't get stuck on your own website. I mean, I don't get stuck on my website. What you need are fresh eyes, people that have never seen your website before. And you want them to do a very simple task on your website while you watch them do it. So, you find friends, friends of friends, acquaintances, people that haven't seen your website before, and then you ask, can you watch them do a very simple task? And you listen while they do the task, have them talk out loud and tell you what's going on in their minds, and you're going to learn where they get stuck. Then all you need to do is fix those little stuck places on your website. And as you clean those up, what you'll find is that people, as they come to your website, will easily move from the home page all the way through to conversion without getting stuck, without having to think. Then they'll think that the experience was absolutely fantastic. What a great website. It is so easy to use.
And you get a new customer out of that process.
Your goal is to have them go from entering your homepage all the way through to where you want them to convert.
You know, you can never really go wrong underestimating the lack of patience that bring to the website. People come there to do a job, they just want to get the job done, and if you burn them up, you just lose them right there.
That's exactly right. Well, thank you very much for watching, and don't make them think.